Welcome to Adventures with Rosie, and welcome to a rather bleak day in Paroa.
Yeah, it's been raining, for the last few days now, and a load of you ask us actually what it's like in a caravan with kids in the rain, so I guess we're going to find out over the coming video.
Let there be rain, and there was rain. Let there be rain, and there was rain. On me, everything.
Alright, so this is home for the night. We are staying at what they call a CAP, which is like a charge as apply property. So if you're part of the Motor Caravan Association, there's a big list of all the sort of places you can park over. This one is $5 a night. It comes with power as well, power and water, so pretty decent really. It's just someone's sort of farmland behind their house, so a couple of people staying here. Can't beat that for $5 a night. It's pretty bleak and miserable here. I think it's about 15 degrees at the moment, so not too bad. Thunderstorms on the way tonight. We saw a ton of flooding on the way up as well. And about a low of about 10 degrees, so not as cold as it gets in Taupo, but just kind of miserable when you got kids if it's kind of raining for days on end. We often put the awning out like we've got out now, so that we can kind of come in and out of the car and not get too wet, but obviously in the wind we can't leave the awning out, so when it's raining like this and still, it's actually really nice with the awning out. You can kind of open the kitchen windows and the front door, and yeah, it's not too bad.
Let there be rain, and there was rain.
Yeah, big rain when I'm chicken dinner.
So on a rainy day like this, the name of the game is get our wet weather gear on and get outside. Or puzzles, board games, that sort of thing inside. We do have the TV as well in Rosie, but we try not to use it too much. It's just a bit loud in a small space. I suppose a lot of you guys who are watching who are also RV owners will know that the shower in your RV gets used for a whole bunch of stuff. We recently put 3M hooks all around our shower so we can hang all our wet weather gear in there, kind of use it as like a bit of a wet room in the winter, and it seems to be working quite well. Just got to pull it all out when you shower though, that's the only thing. You may have seen in the last video we installed some bunk netting on the bunks, the second and third bunk in this caravan. So Harvey now sleeps up the top, and this bottom bunk has become what we call the rumpus room, but quite a good area for the girls to stretch their legs and run around and play.
Let there be rain, and there was rain. Let there be rain, and there was rain.
The sun's come out, so we are going to duck outside. Yeah, Dad. And we are going to go for a walk while the sun is shining.
Well, are we going to leave our house here?
Well, we came for a walk in the Karangahake Gorge, which is about 10 minutes from where we're staying. There is a really cool tunnel walk here, which is awesome for kids because you park and then literally go across a bridge, across the river and the main road, and then you're in this really old cool railway tunnel. We come here on the 1 month that tunnel's shut for resurfacing, so we can't take Harvey in it, so we've just found a little loop track to do. I'll show you a shot shortly of the river here. We've had rain just constantly for the last few days, and it's looking pretty swollen and hectic down there. You can probably hear it in the background. Check it out. How funny, it's actually only closed for 2 weeks, and we're right smack bang in the middle of that 2 weeks. Oh well, we'll have to come back in the summer when it's a bit warmer, I think. So staying warm, what do we do for that? So we that was one key thing we wanted with this Rosie, was we wanted it set up for off-grid living. So we paid a bit extra at the time of purchase, and we got a diesel heater put in, and a Sparcher 2.2 kilowatt diesel heater. Burns about, from what I can tell, about 200 mil of diesel an hour. So maybe a litre or two overnight. So pretty inexpensive heating for us. I know they are more expensive, those German heaters, than the Chinese ones you can buy, but I hadn't really looked much into those Chinese heaters. Kind of wanted something that's going to last, something that's going to produce good quality heat, and so far it's just been awesome. We can camp all year round basically. For those of you die-hard fans that have been watching Adventures with Rosie for a while, cast your mind way back to the start. Rosie number 1, she was an old bus. Don't watch those videos, by the way, they're pretty terrible. And she had a gas blower, a Propex heater I think it was, and that was a gas blower. Sounded like an aircraft engine when it was running, and it was right under the bed. It was kind of odd, and we had that thing cranking all the time. When Harvey was like a few months old, we'd go away in it, and it was single glazed, heaps of windows, which was nice, but in the middle of winter, you know, lots of condensation, lots of heat escaping through those windows, so that heater was cranking all the time. Just sounded like you were sleeping in an airport. The second Rosie was an ex-rental, and rental motorhomes in New Zealand don't seem to have much in the way of good heating. That had an electric wall heater, so you had to be plugged into power to use the heater. So traditionally in those old 2 Rosies we've had, we haven't done much camping in the winter. This time around we were like, nope, we want a nice heater, and so far that diesel heater has been really great and really cheap to run, but it keeps it pretty toasty in here. Well, thanks as always. Thanks as always for watching. Pretty poor weather here still, so we're just going to hang out in the caravan. Not really going to do a lot, I think, just keep dry.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of trips in the pipeline, so follow along if you want to see those.
Yeah, got loads coming up, heaps of summer plans underway as well. Can't wait to get down and rip into the South Island, so stay tuned for that. See you in the next video.
See ya.